Today's podcast episode is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. And be sure to add our podcast in the How Did You Hear About Podgo section of the application. Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my co-host, the one, the only, Derek Shelton.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, D?
I'm chilling.
We are here to review AEW Dynamite from November 18th, 2020. Hopefully you guys are going to be in the live chat. We've got an announcement, kind of, sort of, not really pertaining to the channel going forward. So make sure you guys stick around for that. Tell your friends, everyone else. But as far as everything goes, let's start off with the intro by our boy, Montezzi.
So listen in, let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. We are here to talk AEW Dynamite. Derek is in the house. He is back like the bastard pack. Yes, sir. So we are going to be talking AEW Dynamite tonight. But before we get into all of that, do me a favor, guys. If you haven't, or if this is your very first time checking out the channel, I need you guys to make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Really helps out. And hitting the like button helps out in the YouTube algorithms. And comments. I never specify this enough. Comment down below. I will interact with you. But that also helps the video get seen more. Even if you guys do it after the fact, you see the video pop up the next day, just go in there and comment and say, hey, I sat through the whole video. I liked it, dope. Or, hey, my favorite match on Dynamite was this. That really helps out, as well as ways that you guys can help out the channel. It's always appreciated. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to start off with kind of the announcement position that we are in. And Jesus, Ace, I see you guys in the chat as well. Thank you so much for showing up each and every week. I always know that I can count on you boys to be in here. So that is much, much, much appreciated. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind the past couple of days. So the patience that everyone's had with me lately has been amazing. I know I did not get the podcast episode up with Rich Latta. That is due to some personal things going on in the background. I have a family member who is sick, so I'm going to be trying to deal with that at the same time as trying to make videos and everything else. So thank you for the support, everyone. I know there's people probably wondering, like, hey, you weren't retweeting today, you weren't talking today too much on social media. I wasn't even in the threads tonight in the Facebook groups. It was just because I was dealing with that stuff. So if I'm quiet, that's what's going on, guys. If you really need to reach out to me about something, send me a message, whatever it may be. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not trying to ignore you. And I'm still going to try and produce the content, because I know once the content stops, the viewership stops. You guys, your minds go somewhere else. And then you may want to say, hey, let me check out this video. And then you get into a new habit. I don't want that to happen, but I have to do what I have to do for the situation right now and what's best. So if I've promised to be on your show, I may have to cancel. Anything like that. I'm apologizing now. But I will do my best. Survivor Series coverage. Right now, my whole situation has changed as well, as far as that pay-per-view coverage on the weekends. It's going to be difficult. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I can't promise you that. But the reviews will probably be a little shorter. We may just go through and speed through things, man. Thank you, Nighthawk. I appreciate it. I see you in the live chat as well. So yeah, that's what it's just going to be going forward. I don't want this to be some somber thing or a pity party. I didn't want to distract people who were producing their content today. Shout out to Foul, Bright Side of the Ring. Definitely something to put a smile on my face. So you guys will get a double upload as soon as I get it. Tonight I'm going to try and upload Rich Latta's stuff, and then tomorrow you guys will get the Dynamite stream for this here. So let's talk about AEW Dynamite if we can, and Survivor Series pending. I don't know if there's going to be a review. If you guys want reviews on Monday, tell me, and I'll still do them on Monday. They may be shorter, but I will try to get reviews up as soon as I can. Maybe Monday before Raw, hopefully, kind of. We'll see what we can do with that. Dynamite, though, Derek.
Let's make it happen.
Let's talk about what we have here with the opening contest. Top Flight versus the Young Bucks. I told people last week when they booked Top Flight, my man Airwolf was going to come in here and surprise everybody. We find out their new names are Darius and Dante Martin. Now, we had a casual with us while we were watching this one. My sister was over, and we were just talking and everything, and she was like, hey, man, what happened to wrestling back in the day when they used to have people, like, backstage? She was talking like, you could tell, Attitude Era fan from when we were kids. She was like, people aren't, like, backstage just fighting and beefing over stuff like that. And I was like, oh, no, this is more like athletic competition. Right. And she was kind of impressed, I think, with what she saw from the Young Bucks and Top Flight in this one. Yeah. Derek, from what you saw in the early beginnings of the match, what did you think?
Definitely impressed with Top Flight. This is my first time seeing them. Obviously, I was out, so I didn't really have the chance to watch last week to see them perform last week. So this is my first time seeing them, and I am very, very impressed with the first showing for me. I definitely want to see more of them. Definitely want to see them climb the ranks quick.
Do you think that they'll be an impactful tag team that fast? Like, boom.
I think so, because given their second match, but their first match for me, they were extremely clean.
Who do you think has the better chance of being a heel tag team, them or Private Party? Because there's going to be a lot of comparisons early on, I think, to Private Party with them. Similar styles, at least I'll say, that match up well with Young Bucks, and they're high-flying tag teams, basically.
I would say Top Flight. Private Party just they can't.
You don't see them as heels? Are you saying Private Party? I think Private Party would be the better heels.
I don't think they would be heels per se. I would feel more like they would be heels, but not heels. Like they still have their persona like as Private Party. They still be like the party, like partying out and everything, but they would just do like slick, dirty moves. But not like full-fledged heels.
That's a different perspective, as Derek usually comes with on this podcast. Yeah, definitely something we want to see. Rob, I see you in the chat, bro. Rob left some quick thoughts on the show. Eddie Kingston looks and dresses like one of them unlockable D-Mob goons from Def Jam Vendetta. I respect it. Thunder Rosa, Serena, Deeb are awesome. We are going to get into that as well. And Kip... I don't know what that means, Rob, and I won't repeat that. Ace said Top Flight are no joke. See, Ace knew, though, too, going into this. Definitely dope. Private Party with Big Bunny Matt would be a great heel group. Rob, I'm with it. Connor, thank you. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Connor?
Appreciate you guys. If you guys missed the opening announcement, please definitely go back and check that out. Anybody on YouTube who just got in here. We talked about kind of the future of the channel a little bit really quick. So Malik Murray in the house. What's going on, Malik? He says, I got a question. Do you think Kenny is going to turn on the Bucks, and is Pac a heel or a face? Lots of questions there. And do you see Pride and Powerful being tag team champions? Okay, as far as Kenny and the Young Bucks, I never believe Kenny's going to turn on the Young Bucks. Those three have always been thick as thieves, in my opinion, and no matter what has happened, Bullet Club, any other BS that goes on in pro wrestling, those three always stick together.
Yeah.
No matter what. What was the second question? Pac, heel or face? I'm going to say that Pac is a face right now, in my opinion. A badass face, but a face nonetheless.
Jury's still out on that one.
Okay. I can accept that. And Pride and Powerful tag champs, D. I'll let you answer that one first.
Yes.
Future, I think so too. I think they will be. I think they're kind of waiting their time. I almost said something that was totally not correct. I think they're waiting their time with them as far as when to let them go loose. I actually want to say this, and Rob said this first. I think Santana could be a single star. When Ortiz is ready to go out, Santana's got something.
Yeah.
He's got presence about him that I like, and I've been noticing him more and more lately. And that's not to disrespect Ortiz, because him and Ortiz together, great. And I think Ortiz as a character is great. But Santana, I can see a real run in him if you possibly go with him. I want to see what he's got in the singles when the time is right, but not right now.
Yeah, I would like to see it, but yeah, I agree. Right now is not the time. I think when they approach that tag team cusp of reaching the championship, Inner Circle has to be disbanded.
Yeah, I think they could be even back with Eddie Kingston. Who knows? We don't know what we'll see with that. And there's a name tonight that they could wind up back with that we'll talk about in the Inner Circle segment. Let me see here. Ace. Okay, I see you talking about Lucha Bros in the chat. We'll get to that. Sean Harrington, what's good, Sean? He says, Pac is a bastard. He is neither face or heel. Because they love saying the bastard Pac. How many times do you think Excalibur said that tonight with emphasis?
It's like at least 10 times, bro.
So listen, Jesus says he loves Top Flight. Let's finish this match real quick. So Top Flight, we saw that they can move in this matchup. Yes. During this match, Matt Jackson was not selling the leg as much, but then towards the middle, I would say 60% into the match, he finally started selling the ankle again. Yeah. Because it was making me mad that I was like, okay, he did sell it. Cool. Crucifix for the near fall got me almost when they had that. Reminded me of your homie. No one please spoil this in the chat for NXT because I haven't watched it yet. But we saw an upset, we'll just say, last week on Johnny Gargano, Leon Ruff.
Yeah. I watched the highlights for that.
Shout out to Leon Ruff. Couldn't even keep the belt up when he put his hands up.
Yeah. Mad Skinny, what is it, like 125?
Yo, chill. I like Leon Ruff from Evolve, man. That was my boy. BTE Trigger gets hit 1, 2, 3. Young Bucks pick up the win. This was kind of that like
introduction. It's almost reminiscent of when they first wrestled Private Party.
Took the words right out of my mouth. This is why he's here, folks. B-Boy Skyline, what's good, man? What is good, everybody? Thank you guys so much for coming in. BTE Trigger. Now, after the match is what impressed me. I really like who attacked Top Flight after. They're on the floor. You know, they roll out to the floor. The classic Shawn Michaels, get out of my ring. Right. And they're on the floor, and freaking TH2 come out of nowhere, and they start stomping a mud hole in these boys for no reason. Jack Evans and Angelico.
Walk it dry.
Some bitch. So... Top Flight ends up taking the beat down from TH2, and I like it because TH2 is probably the jealous heel team who does these crazy moves too, and they're like, yo, don't try and upstage us. So Young Bucks do the babyface thing and chase them off. TH2 run through the crowd. I like it though. I think this is a great feud to start them off, an introductory feud. Let's see what they can do in the ring with these guys now.
Oh yeah. I would say that feud would be nice, but you know what would be a great match if it's done correctly? Private Party and Top Flight.
Okay.
If it's done correctly and if they stay smooth and concrete with everything that they're doing, that can be a show stealer.
Okay. I quote Derek on this. What's going on, Ray? Thank you for joining us in the chat, Ray. Sean Harrington says the bastard must be on the show entitled Winter is Coming. Just had to have him on it. TH2 actually fought Top Flight last week. Oh, okay, so this is going to play in the dark. I am 2 weeks behind on dark, I will say, honestly speaking. So I think that was the week of the video game, actually, the AEW games. Quick thoughts on that. Did you give your thoughts on that yet on the channel? What did you think? What did you think of, I guess, the casino thing first? Are you going to play the casino game? Free t-shirts and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I'm down. Why not? I like cards.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll play it.
We'll see how long it keeps my interest. The All Elite GM, another mobile game.
Maybe.
We'll see if it holds the interest.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the trailer then? Yuke's back in the fold and making wrestling video games, and they are with AEW. Pretty dope.
No Mercy vibes. It has been written.
My man Derek is clapping tonight.
Listen.
Pause. My man Derek is clapping the hands tonight. But so you got No Mercy vibes from it?
Oh yeah. So as soon as I seen it, like as soon as I saw how big they were, I'm like, yeah, that's like No Mercy vibes right there. And I'm like, at first I was like worried about it. 'Cause I'm like, all right, man, y'all about to do some. Y'all don't let Kenny get too far into doing his thing. And then once I seen him, like, all right, I'm good.
So from the clip, are you hopeful?
I am very hopeful.
Did you like the models?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, I want them a little bit more polished, but I can see what they were doing with it. Like for Chris Jericho, like he can't be cut because he's not cut. You know what I mean? He's beer belly. He's like beer belly shaped. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Kenny Omega, honestly, like all of this stuff is, it's rendered. None of it is even like finished. This is just thrown together to say like, hey, this is what we got going on. This is what we have, and this is what it's going to potentially look like without, next gen sitting in front of it. Now, when you put next gen in front of it with the models and everything, then you have No Mercy-esque feel.
Okay. All right. It's still early. It's still early.
Yes, still early, but I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful for a new wrestling game, period.
B-Boy Skyline said Jericho has dad bod. If that's what dad bod looks like at 50, I want it, bro. Because there ain't no way I'm looking like that at 50. Ray is in the house. Everybody in the chat writing pause because of what we said. Listen, I just realized it happened. Let it rock, bro.
Ray, my man. The trailer had layers.
Yeah, layers. Derek may have to get a layer shirt with pancakes on them or something.
Listen,
chill. I can't afford to pay you any more merch money, bro. Those Derek order t-shirts, top seller right now for EPW. Gotta chill, bro. Can't have all my money. All right, company credit card can't get maxed out. We gotta chill. Let's talk here. Inner Circle slays Vegas. The Inner Circle, they are out here playing blackjack. I don't know if MJF switched cards with Sammy, but Sammy definitely said he had blackjack, and then MJF hit blackjack. So something must have happened. I was talking to my sister during this, laughing. The part with the dice, MJF, he put the dice up to Santana, and he had to look like, pause, bro. What you mean, blow on the dice? He did blow on him, though, for him. Threw it, MJF wins.
Sammy and Ortiz were like,
it's so mad because they don't like him. I love the dissension. Yo, Wardlow and Hager too. Best part of all these photos. Wardlow and Hager just looking at each other and all of them in the background. Everyone's having a good time. You just see these two like, what you want to do? What you gonna do? Definitely dope. Rob said, hold up, you're getting paid? No. all that money is going back into research and development. Truthfully, right now, we honestly everything goes back into EPW. But let me see here. Six said, "Shit, I know some dudes with dad bods with no kids." Pancakes is the New Day thing. Well, we got to come up with something with layers. Then B-Boy, you got to come up with something then. Jericho. Oh, come on now. We can't be. Leave my man Jericho alone. MJF did switch them. I figured he did. One man mutiny. Chill, Rob. See. Now Rob's going all crazy on us. Oh, Ray. Oh, yes. We are going to get into that in 1 second. So they get into this drinking battle over rum. I knew Chris Jericho was going to bring up vodka because it's Chris Jericho. And if you know Jericho, he loves vodka.
And a functioning alcoholic.
Chill. Jericho likes to drink.
I love Jericho, so.
He's a beast, bro.
Pause.
What?
Because I said I love Jericho, so pause.
Here we go with that. We're gonna have to pause after everything. Don't be that guy. You can love Jericho, it's fine. I respect it, homie. So listen, they get back and forth into what they're drinking, rum, and then it gets to the point of 100 proof Everclear, bro. If you get to the point that you go and just have a shot of alcohol that you put on a cut or a wound, bro. What are these dudes doing? They drink it, pound it down, they go, son of a bitch, funny as hell. I laughed at that part. And as Ray brought up in the chat, we get a cameo from Conan, and they come out of a car. It's very smoky. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it's done. Shout out to the Rascals from Impact Wrestling. I saw they had to leave the treehouse, right. And they're no longer with Impact, but kudos to them for whatever they do going forward. And they come out, and Conan says, "Yo, Jericho, I see a dragon, bro." And I love it. There was a dragon in front of them. Just great. Wardlow and Hager beat people up in a bar, and then we get the to be continued. This was dope. I enjoyed it. I laughed at this.
You know what? This was very reminiscent of when they did. What was the little the Inner Circle bunch or whatever it was called?
Yes, comedy at its finest.
Yeah. So like getting back to that, that's kind of this goes back to what obviously now we're in a code orange, obviously, but
go ahead.
But to have something like that, just to make people laugh and forget about what's going on, that's something nice to see. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, get your head out your ass. I'm sorry.
Wow, harsh, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Remember this when you listen to your boy, he who we won't mention on this podcast, JC, tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Mother, they did this, and this, that's not wrestling. Whatever.
I'd say the same thing to him, too.
All right.
I would.
You'll be laughing at his stuff.
I will be, but I'd still say the same thing to him.
Rob said, F Everclear, never again. He must have had a bad experience. Onions have layers. B-Boy Skyline, no onions. Jesus said this segment was wild. Well, I guess we know why Renee Young quit WWE now. Yes! Shout out to Renee Moxley. I don't know. That's not her real name at all. That's not even Moxley's real name. But shout out to Renee Young and John Moxley. They are actually with child now. So big congratulations to them. I try not to bring up people's personal lives too much onto the show because it's kind of weird and it's their deal. You know what I mean? I avoid news sometimes unless it's something major and I kind of want to give my opinion on it. But respect. I know the feeling of what it's like to have a child, you as well. And nothing but props and respect to them. And I'm glad that they're going to be able to do that. So
yeah, congratulations. Definitely congratulations.
Hats off to you both. The History of Revolution, directed by, if you guys are fans of hip-hop videos, Director X. If you guys are fans of DMX, I'm sure you've seen some of his videos. I think he did videos for DMX, Ja Rule.
Yeah, he's got
Exhibit.
I think he's
Snoop.
Yeah, definitely Exhibit. He's got. Well, I won't say definitely. I'm pretty sure I've seen at least one from him. But he definitely has a large catalog. So.
Oh, no, sick. I'm not mad that you brought it up. I know Moxley brought it up. Let it rock, bro. Let it rock. That's all good. I'm glad he brought it up. And I'm going to get into that promo in a second. But this History of Revolution trailer, it's on their YouTube channel if you guys missed it. Definitely recommend you go and check this out. Yeah, Shabazz said Cornette is bitter and old. Opinion, he said. Opinion.
I agree with it.
Oh, bitter and old and onion. He wrote. Let's see. I don't know though here, D. When you watch this, it was beautiful how it was edited together. I don't know. I really liked it. It showed the chaos and everything that's happened in AEW for almost the past year. And we're going towards this revolution road. I liked it. It felt very hip hop video-esque with the quick cuts and the cameras. And it was just action packed. Boom, 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 boom.
It was quick and to the point. But what I enjoyed it, it's very clean. It was a very clean presentation.
All right. Yeah, I was just waiting for someone to come out and see walk it. We used to get the music.
That definitely would have been that would have been Exhibit's part right there.
Yo, chill. No more hip hop talk for now on this because we're about to get in trouble talking about sea walking and stuff out here. John Moxley cuts a promo. Exactly what Sick referenced earlier in the live chat. Big ups to Sick. John Moxley talked about his father. And John Moxley brought up how his father was a hardworking man. This is where we hear about the baby promo, I believe, because he started bringing up his father, and he gets into a bunch of things, and he started talking about good guys. My mind instantly drifted to Chucky. I don't know why. As soon as I hear the good guys, Go ahead. You I know you want to say the curse part.
I ain't gonna do it.
I do Dembele.
Adi Dewey Dembele. Give me the power, I beg of you.
Shit, I'm stuck in this body. But he talked about being a good guy in this, and I love the fact that Moxley referenced, I'm just going to let you keep laughing, that Moxley is best in the world. Now, last week, I was trying to explain this to Derek a little bit, of the Moxley Omega controversy. Kenny Omega has often been referred to as best in the world. He is being put into the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame. Cool, great. I'm not one to kick someone down when they get their like acknowledgments. I saw a bunch of people like, oh, it's Dave Meltzer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, if the dude's proud of it, let him be proud of it. If Dave Meltzer gave me an award, I'd be like, thank you, whatever. An award's an award. Right. Someone wants to give you one, accept it, be grateful, and keep it moving.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an argument about it, cool. But I didn't want to kick Kenny Omega while he was down. So he gets this award, and Moxley's talking about being best in the world because he has Pretty Platinum. He's got the AEW championship, and that's what matters. Yep. Thank you, Jocelyn. I appreciate you coming in to hit that like button for us. I appreciate you. Yeah, this one was very different. This promo hit different than his usual ones. He wasn't really hyped. He was kind of like letting you know, like, listen, I'm best in the world. This title says so. And it was kind of well done. I love Moxley's promos, man.
Yeah, he's always coming through with a good promo. It's one of those times where I sit there and a promo is cut, and then I'm like, okay, this was ass. This was okay. This was decent. Ever since he's been here, I've felt every single promo. I felt all the energy. I felt the message. It was very direct. I can always sit there and listen to, like, cause I'll stop doing what I'm doing and listen to what he's saying.
Now, I think he feels authentic is the main thing I can say about this promo. It feels like him.
Yes.
And that's what I love about Jon Moxley. And Moxley has been the damn workhorse for AEW. I know Jericho was the first champion, and everyone's going to see him as like he was first, so he's the best. He's the better of the two. Maybe that's how it goes down in history, because I thought Jericho was the right choice for first champion. Yeah. But Moxley is number 2. He has shown you this is what hard work is. This is how you get to where you need to get to become the AEW champion. This is how you bust your ass for a company. So much respect to Jon Moxley for that. And let's get into the next match, Derek. It is Orange Cassidy. Best friends come out and accompany him with your boy, Kip Sabian, with Penelope Ford and Miro. Miro's on commentary for this.
Youngest dad bod in America.
Why you always got to talk about his dad bod?
Dude, he is like cut on the sides of his body, but that midsection is dad bod material.
Listen, guys, there's only one way. If you ever get dad bod, there's only one way to take care of it. And that's with Manscaped. Now, you guys can go to manscaped.com and put in our promo code EPW show. It's almost Thanksgiving, folks. A fat man's favorite holiday. And what better way to make a fat man happy than giving him the Lawnmower 3.0 for Thanksgiving? Not only will everyone be thankful that he got to shave in the right places and there were no nicks, no cuts, but people will just be thankful that there are clean balls everywhere for the fellas. And ladies, you can get this too. There is no discrimination here. Please, anybody, feel free to use this promo code. This is a great stocking stuffer, a great gift for Black Friday. Whatever you need to, use our promo code. It helps us out. Gets us some recognition here with the people at Manscaped. So manscaped.com, promo code EPW show. And speaking of promo codes, I got to put over my boys at powerslam.tv. Powerslam.tv, you guys can put in the promo code EPW show once again. And guess what you're going to get? 1 free month of independent wrestling on Everything Pro Wrestling. Check out any of your favorites, past, present, and future of pro wrestling. Go discover a new talent that you haven't found out about, or look up some of your favorites that you're watching right now on AEW. So make sure you guys check out powerslam.tv using our promo code. Big shout out to Everything College Basketball. They've been keeping up with the NBA draft, just like your boy Derek. During the show, we were talking about some of the bad decisions. Shout out to the Knicks for sucking. That's all I can say. New York Knicks, bums. All right, I can't. It's so you make it hard to cheer for you when you guys do foolish things.
Yeah, you are on the cusp of just being a team that just no longer needs to exist.
I just think they need new ownership. But shout out to Everything College Basketball. They're covering things as far as college recruits, who's going where, and next week college basketball tips off. So make sure you guys are following them. And shout out to Jesse. He actually just gave me a new ad, so you guys are going to be pretty excited to listen to the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Jesse, thank you so much for all of your help. Usually you are in the live chat, so I appreciate you, brother. Let's talk Orange Cassidy and Kip Sabian here. Miro's on commentary, excuse me. This was a comedy match. Good back and forth here. Lots of commercials though, and moving around. I didn't know how I felt about this. Orange Cassidy picks up the win with the mousetrap. Afterwards, Miro hops over the ropes, beelines to the ring. I was just impressed by his athleticism here. He clears the ropes as he hops over, clotheslines Orange Cassidy, down goes Orange, and best friends make the save.
He definitely cleared that. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen him jump like that before.
Yeah, he definitely made a move, man. Much respect, though, for what they ended up doing here. Miro gets the clothesline. It just furthers the storyline. So Orange picks up another W in the win column. Kip takes the L. Not surprised by this. Kip Sabian's always been in this kind of weird role. I really want Kip to grow from this role, though, here with Miro. Whatever the end game is with this, I really want him to grow, because they're still teasing this wedding angle. Miro's kind of being kept on the back burner for now. I don't know.
I agree with you. I do want to see Kip get pushed a little bit further than where he's at now. Still love Orange, but I think it may be time to dumb him down a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like he's been on screen a little too much.
Orange?
Yeah. Just a little too much, because I feel like, to me, I'm going to love him still. Pause. But he's still going to be one of my favorite wrestlers, but to a lot of people, they're going to be like, all right, he's going to put his hands in his pocket. He's going to do this, i.e., well, his name won't be mentioned, but it's going to be the same thing for a lot of people. People are just going to get tired of it. So I would like to, in order to keep him still relevant and still loved, you may have to scale him back just a little bit.
You can't be missed if you're always around, is the best way to put it sometimes.
Right.
Maybe some people will get sick of Orange. Chat, let me know what you're thinking of Orange Cassidy. Let's go in and see what people were saying. I'm going to go back to the Moxley stuff real quick here. Ace said Moxley ain't wrong because he has the title to prove it, and that's why he's on the posters. That is a big fact, Ace. And I'm using my phone here to go back. Shabazz said, about Omega, though, Angry Man Cornette is right about him, in my opinion. He wrestles the same way, same match, same way. You can't tell the difference between face Kenny and heel Kenny. I don't think Kenny has fully turned yet. I think we're waiting for that moment where we're like, there it is. Boom, it's happened. But will he wrestle a different style? Shabazz may be right about this. We'll see. It's a wait-and-see approach right now in AEW. Malik Murray comes in with a question here. Do you think AEW should make a new Heart Foundation? Pillman, I don't know. Not at this point. You don't have any Heart members in it. Davey Boy and Pillman as a team, cool. But without Teddy Hart, I just feel like this thing doesn't work anymore, and Teddy's got to clean up his act. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't want to even get into any of that. And do you think we'll see Cody versus John Moxley next year? I would like to see that matchup. That'd be an interesting matchup, I think.
I think that'd be because
pay-per-view quality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at both of them. They're both stacked, honestly. So there's like, it's gonna be a powerhouse but slow, methodical match. It's not gonna be high. Like Moxley's gonna be on 100, but he's got to be on 100 on his game. Mm-hmm. He can't slip up against Cody. Same thing for Cody though.
Yes. Hold on. I'm trying to make it through. There's a lot of good conversation in the chat. What tag team do you want to see in AEW? None right now. AEW's tag team division is stacked. Way too stacked, bro. Like, I fear that TH2 is so amazing and they don't get enough time as we speak. They're on Dark, as Sean Harrington mentioned. They wrestled Top Flight already on Dark, and it was like, yo, they need that second show badly, in my opinion. That 1 hour second show that's coming, it's needed. As soon as they can get it, I think it'll help. Sean Harrington said there's a reason Jericho's called Le Champion, similar to former president still being called president when they appear on TV. This is true. I was actually talking about this recently with the former president who showed up, and I'm like, why do they still call him president? He's not the president. It's weird. And let me see here. Why would everyone be thankful? And last thing, why would everyone be thankful? Everyone will be thankful for a shave set, Brody. Listen, I'm shilling out here right now, so I got to make it happen, Sean. And last thing I want to think about is my dad's shaved bald level up, but Manscaped is no joke. See, Sean, you're selling the product for us. Thank you. They gave this match time, Jesus said, and shout out to Shabazz for saying go Bills. I am still a Bills fan despite what happened to us. I don't want to talk about it. Heel Kenny hasn't fully developed yet, so it's hard to make that judgment. Really bothers me when wrestlers suddenly wrestle completely different or become, we won't say that word, punks will say instead. Absolutely hate it. My man Sean Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, check out Sean if you guys have not listened to his podcast. Sean covers everything from MMA, wrestling to boxing. I know we're both pretty hyped about the boxing match coming up, Tyson and Roy Jones.
I think Roy just needs to throw in the towel, bro.
Same, bro. I won't get into it too deeply, man.
Oh.
Hubbard said never tired of Orange Cassidy, and Jesus agrees Kip does need a push. Moxley is making a run right now towards Hall of Fame induction. Big facts. Sean Harrington, Kip OC way better than I expected. I like Kip being a step ahead of OC's antics, but eventually got caught. Everybody gets caught by OC. Smith and Pillman can add, David Benoit. I don't think David Benoit is ready for the main stage yet. He's got to do some indies first. I don't know if he's still training or whatnot. If somebody knows, let me know in the chat. Let's keep it moving here with the matches, though. We had Kenny Omega, John Moxley contract signing. Moxley was taken out before, and Kenny was just a prick. That's the best way I could put it. Kenny comes out as a prick, feeling himself. He got the new video game coming out, not rocking the Steve Jobs look.
Yakuza boss.
Yeah. Derek was talking about his nakedness. He was like, yo, why is Kenny all like leaned up? Like, what's up?
I'm here to sign the contract, Tony.
So, did he sign actually?
He did.
Okay, so he has signed the contract. Interesting. Like I told you though, bro, remember this perspective. Moxley talked about beating Kenny in that lights out match. Shout out to he who we won't mention who got them in trouble for that match. Soft. Versus Moxley saying he won, and Kenny said, I don't remember that match happening because it didn't count, because lights out, it did not affect either man's record. Remember how they're portraying this. This is good storytelling. I've been telling you guys probably since that match happened that Kenny is winning this championship, and I think on December 2nd, it's going to happen.
I just feel like that's too early.
It's happening, bro.
I just feel like it's too early.
It's happening.
So then who gets the shot at Revolution?
Just put my face and just put it's happening on it, bro. Just put it's happening.
Well, who's getting the shot at Revolution?
We got time to figure that out.
Oh,
I think
man.
Moxley's going to New Japan. He's got to defend the IWGP US title. He hasn't been over there. That gives you time to quarantine here, go over, quarantine there, and then you can show up at the pay-per-view.
I guess, yeah.
2 weeks in between. Mad work. And I think Moxley needs a break. Like I said, workhorse. Why has Moxley been overworked? You can give him a little bit of a break. I feel like he's been exposed a lot, too. He's fought a lot of wrestlers. Let him take some time off, come back a little different.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? I feel like he's gotten through the whole roster, so.
Yeah, he ran the gamut. So, we'll have to see. Inner Circle. Back to this Inner Circle stuff, bros. We get more of this hangover stuff happening in this, which everybody wanted because I saw the memes, the gifs, and everything that came up already. Why did I see Hornswoggle dressed up as a baby?
Was that really him?
Yes. Whose sick fetish was this to do that? Why would you put a grown man in a diaper like that? These cats were wild. Sammy's in a pool. I don't know what these guys are doing in this. It was just craziness. Craziness, dude.
Another good segment. Had Elvis in it.
Yes. I said something who I said should have been in there. Oh, Rafi from the league.
Yeah.
They should have had Rafi from the league in there. If anybody in the chat is a fan of the league, let me know. I used to love that show.
If you haven't watched it, I put this man on there. Kevin was it Pete Top Kevin Bottom?
I don't think we can say that on the show, bro.
It is what it is.
Terrible name for a fantasy football team. Love it though. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Hubbard, good to see you, dude. Oh, okay. Sean Harrington showing some respect to Hubbard. Much respect. I love seeing that in the chat, guys. Hawk said OC recently had a feud with Jericho though. Why pull him back so soon? I think he's not saying pull him back fully. I think he's just saying a little bit less.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I intruded on that a little.
No, just not like off screen, but just start bringing them, reel it back in, because the mystique is starting to fade now. Because I feel like a lot of people are just gonna be like, all right, I know exactly what he's about to do. Drop kick up with his hands in his pocket, hands in the pocket in the beginning. I love it.
I think we're gonna have to see an evolution of the character though soon.
Yeah, it's either that or scale it back.
Okay, yeah, I respect it. I respect your standpoint on it.
I just don't want to see. It's the same situation with Bray Wyatt.
Somebody has a response to you. Shabazz said Hangman Page gets the first shot. He's all about Page.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, Shabazz. Yeah, I'll give you that.
There's a long-term story to be told with that too, but we don't have time for it. Shabazz said, I'm in love. No pause needed with Thunder Rosa. She is the perfect face to go into the AEW. To go against AEW Women's Champion. Is that a prediction, Shabazz? We'll get into that in a second with the next match. So afterwards, we find out Jericho's on commentary. He sounds like he had a tremendous time in Las Vegas. Next week, we find out Jericho and Hager are back on their tag team wins. They are trying to go up against SCU. Kaz, you need anger management. No, I don't. SCU, Daniels and Kaz versus Jericho and Hager. I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun.
I think that'd be a good match.
Yes, Eddie Kingston comes out. He's on commentary for this one. The Blade versus Pac. Pac dominated early on in this matchup. Butcher and Pac end up getting into a stare down. Blade takes advantage of that. That was a lot of this match. Pac's body looks like it hasn't hit the ropes in a while, and he was taking a mean beat down. That was us referencing that Pac has probably been working out any single moment he can, because this dude, it was chiseled. He was jacked to the gills.
He hadn't done anything in 8 months.
Except lift weights and crunches.
Hit like 1,000 burpees a day.
Yo, big shout out to my man The Blade in this match too. He hit a nice Dr. Bomb this. Also, I had fear when he did right before the Dr. Bomb, he did like the top rope layout on Pac, and I thought Pac almost hit his head.
It was close. It was definitely close.
Yeah, so that was pretty scary as well. Pac got distracted, handful of tights. They got me with that. Blade almost had the victory there. Pac, though, he does not win with the red arrow. I forgot what he was calling it before. The black arrow, I think it was.
Black arrow, no.
Whatever. He goes for the shooting star press into the brutalizer for the tap out. I'm not mad.
Honestly, I would rather see him do the shooting star press into the brutalizer. Because I feel like if he hits the black arrow, that should be it.
I think he should save that though from when him and Kingston finally match up, which I think is going to happen at Revolution.
I'm all for it.
Right?
But they definitely got to get him back in the ring, even off screen, just to get him back in the mode again.
I think once you don't hit those ropes like that, I think that's how he got that like brush burn kind of on the side of his leg and stuff. But he's gonna be fine. Give him like 2 weeks and you won't even notice anything different about him. He's gonna be back. So we have some after-match antics. Pat calls for a mic. He's talking to Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston was great here. He was like, Eddie Kingston, yeah? Like he answered like, yeah? What's up? And this leads to the Butcher attacking from behind because he got struck in the match because Well, that's what you get for interfering.
Right.
And afterwards, they put the beat down on Pac and Eddie Kingston. Right now, I'm playing the world's tiniest violin. Derek popped for that. I don't know why he did, but he loved it.
It was so funny, dude. The way he said it, it was so funny. Yeah, I'm playing the world's tiniest violin for you.
And Phoenix runs out. Phoenix ends up eating the beat down. It's 3-on-2 now. Eddie Kingston, everybody's like, nah, forget him because of how he was treated last week. But then here comes Pentagon with the chair. And it looks like, is Pentagon going to help his brother or not? And I'm sure that Derek was elated to see this. But Pentagon saves Phoenix. And we see the reunited Death Triangle.
Triangulo de la Muerte.
Unbelievable. I'm happy to see them back together. They were throwing up the triangles after. I'm sorry, I did the Shayna Baszler kind of. But they were throwing up the triangle afterwards. I was happy, bro. Dope.
Yeah, it's good to see them back together because I feel like with everything going on, we got cheated out of seeing
them and the best friends and Orange. That was going to be a dope feud, I thought we were going to get.
We got cheated out of that. So maybe, hopefully, we can get back to having that that tag team, that's quote unquote stable together. So especially now, like you got 3 high flyers. One of them you wouldn't expect him to be that much of a high flyer because he's freaking ripped now. But still.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're back together as a group. I want to see that evil, sinister group, but jury's still out, like you said. Heel, face, what are they going to be? I think they're temporarily right now baby faces. We get, right after this, we get into that crazy, like, back in the day stuff where it's like, oh my lord, something's happening backstage. And we see Nyla and Vicky Guerrero holding off officials as Jade Cargill is stomping Brandy's arm inside of a chair. So we're getting more Brandy. I know some people are not going to be happy about that, but I think Brandy deserves a chance after she cut that great promo last week. That was Brandy's best promo I've ever seen her cut on somebody.
Yes.
And Jade Cargill, I want to see what happens here. It should be interesting to see what they do. Prepare yourselves for this. I like it. I'm watching. Cody versus Shaq. We'll see. I don't know if that's really happened. If you just teased it, don't tease something and not give it. I don't know.
I just want to know who she is.
She's actually Storm. In the new, we'll talk afterwards. Right. She's Storm. Let's get into. Hold on here. Oh, we're about to talk about Thunder Rosa. Perfect. I kind of prefer Thunder Rosa as a heel, but okay. All right, let's get into this. Serena, Deeb, Thunder Rosa. Derek took the notes for this match, and his main point was the chain wrestling.
This was just another match where it was a lot of mat work, a lot of chain wrestling work. 2 women, 2 excellent women wrestling, showing off the skills that you don't see on a regular basis anymore. Like, I feel like wrestling alone itself is disappearing.
Not even that. AEW needs to showcase women in this light. Like, look, if you want technical wrestling, we've had the best women technical wrestlers out there. Here's what they can do. Let these women have styles, stories. Let them just be their own characters. This division has to be a focus. And it's weird because guess what we said this was for? The NWA women's title. It's on AEW television, so yes, it's promoting that brand. But at the same time, this is really promoting Billy Corgan's brand too. So I want to see more, but at the end of the day, right now, for what we're speaking about, we got a great match here. Thunder Rosa hits a German suplex. Britt Baker came in with the sneak attack a little bit here. I cannot say that word, Derek. Why do you write this stuff like this? An F ton of counters. We saw the flapjack pile driver with the arms tucked for the win. 1, 2, 3. Thunder Rosa takes the L due to Britt Baker's interference. There is a...
Might I add, Britt Baker hit that spinning, what was it, fisherman suplex?
Yes.
That was very nice.
Britt Baker's improved, bro. She's improved. Remember how we... Go back and watch the early videos of how we talked about her. It's completely different compared to now. Now, when we saw all of this afterwards, there was a beatdown between Britt Baker here. Britt Baker got yanked over the guardrail, thrown into the guardrail by Thunder Rosa. I'm hyped to see Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. Yes. As Sean Harrington brought up, he said, I can get behind Rosa versus Baker. I can get behind anything that keeps Rosa on AEW TV. I agree.
I'm with that.
Thunder Rosa is putting some nice leverage in right now to get a good contract.
Even what was it, Serena Deeb?
Mm-hmm.
Even Serena Deeb.
Well, she's AEW. She's signed.
Is she signed?
Yeah,
okay.
She's an AEW person.
Good move. I like that move.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, can you get Thunder Rosa? And maybe, like I said, I don't know what this thing needs. It needs some adrenaline within that division. But I love what I saw here, and I'm hyped about Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. I thought maybe we were gonna get into like a women's title feud, but maybe at Revolution we could do a 4-way because. Moving on, Anna Jay says that she is facing Shida next week for the AEW Women's Championship. And Anna Jay, remember, debuted against Shida, and Shida beat her. And then this is how that whole Dark Order thing kind of got started with her. And she became, is she 99? I think she's 99.
I think she's 99.
So when they look at this is great storytelling. And she's like, I'm not the same person I was when you first faced me, Shida. So there is a story to be told here with this. And I'm getting to Shabazz in the chat. No, the two brightest stars in the women's division being heels doesn't work, though. I think that's in reference to maybe what Sean said before, I'm assuming. The depth in AEW women's division is very shallow. You can bring in any WWE female wrestler, and they would skyrocket to the top of AEW women's division. If somebody wants to, come do it. I would love to see Rosa versus Thea Trinidad for AEW Revolution. Perhaps, who knows where Thea Trinidad's going to end up. That is the, I can't think of her name now. She was Andrade's manager. It's going to bug me. Zelina Vega. Yes. Glad we're using more AEW women on the show. Yeah, listen, I'm happy we're just getting women's matches, so cool with me. Not mad at it. I prefer Ivelisse and Diamante with Ortiz and Santana. Okay. Listen, you can put together the old LAX groups if you want. Oops. Sorry, Impact. You can put together that crew, though, if you wanted to. I got a question. Do you think Pride and Powerful and Thunder Rosa becoming a faction and top 5 women you want to see in AEW? You can put the 4 horsewomen on there easily for me. And as far as the other person, Bianca Belair. There you go. Same? Okay. Just give us more promos and matches for the women on Dynamite. Hard to do, Jesus. There's only so much time. They need that second show. I'm going to keep saying that. You need that second show to get more time for things.
Honestly, I feel like that second show would be more so the showcase for the women because they need that.
Some people said maybe just make the second show about the women, but then they would never get featured on. It puts you in a weird dynamic, so I don't think they should limit themselves.
Don't go full-fledged on it.
But I would say make them the main events of the show sometimes.
Give them more airtime. Like you still, but if you also look at it that way, are they really getting featured on the main show anyway?
They get one match a week, but they get a lot of breaks in it. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you make the second show geared towards them, you're not really losing out on them being on the main show because they're barely showing them on the main show now. Right.
So Rockstar just joined us. What's going on, Rockstar? I'm glad you're in here, brother. Thank you so much. With Conan appearing and Eddie on the show, hell yeah, it'd be sweet if AEW and Impact come to an agreement to use the LAX name and make them a huge force once the Inner Circle runs its course or swap members. Nice. What day of the week will the second show air? They haven't said yet. I've heard rumors of a Saturday show, but I don't know yet.
I would do a Friday.
But the problem is you can't have it back to back. Wednesday's in the middle of the week. That's like when I review this show, I have a hard time deciding should I do another show on Tuesday. Mondays are tough for me to do shows. Sundays work, but there's so much time in between. You got to have some.
I would say Friday. Friday or Saturday.
Fridays are a death day though, too. Like to be on television, in my opinion. That's rough, in my opinion, for TV. Shabazz, what do you think? What would be a show you would pick? Anna Jay did work on Shida. Let's see here. Big question is, can she beat Shida for the AEW Women's Championship? Time will tell, my man. Time will tell. I want to see what they do next week. And so we have Anna Jay versus Sheeta. Pac and Phoenix will take on the Butcher and the Blade. Will Hobbs is in action. Jericho and Hager versus SCU. That's the lineup that we have for next week right now. Main event time, though. We're going to talk Brian Cage and Absolute Ricky Starks versus Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin. Taz is in his team's corner, by the way, but he's on commentary.
It's Taz.
Arn Anderson coming out. Arn Anderson looking like a mob boss this week. What did Taz say he was holding? Didn't he say it was like the Waffle House menu? Disrespect, but funny. Arn gets thrown out during the picture-in-picture for this match. Cody gets beat down by Cage for most of the match, so Cody's getting the heat in this. He's getting the beat down by Cage. Is he going to tag Darby? Darby gets in. Darby is running everywhere. You know what he does. Now, the interesting spot where I started to pick things up where Cage hits a German suplex while Darby looked like he had the German locked in on Ricky Starks, and he Germaned both of them.
Yeah.
Problems are a brewing. So there was a little bit of a weird exchange. Cody and Taz meet like face to face on the outside. Cage goes to save Taz, and then they're looking at each other. And when he gets back up on the apron, eats a disaster kick from Cody. Things get really weird. Cage eventually hulks up, gets back into the ring. He double power bombs Darby on his neck, like Mike Awesome style. No shits given. No. Like double power bomb. Darby, after the double power bomb for the pickup, goes into a code red nuts 1-2 kick out. Or no, I'm sorry. Ricky Starks made the last second save because he almost was late on that.
Yeah, he was definitely late on that.
Cage hits like an Olympic slam on Cody, drops Cody on his head. Like, this match was crazy, the close calls that happened in it.
Yeah.
It was beast, though.
Yeah, this was something to slow down. Like, relax. You had enough time. Just relax. Don't gotta go all out. I mean, go all out, but don't go all out. Don't be reckless.
Right. I see people in the chat talking about I definitely don't want an AEW show of just women. Not Friday going against SmackDown. Well, I like I said, I don't like Friday as a day to air television personally.
Going against who?
SmackDown. Here, chill. So, the match finished for this one with Cage and everything that's happening here. We're gonna jump back into this match. Cage hits a second rope, like, I don't know, Death Valley, like, driver between the legs on Darby. Darby Allin selling. This dude looks like he jumps out of his body anytime one of these matches happen, bro.
Oh, my God. The way he hit the mat, stood up, and fell back. Like, and the cameraman who got that shot of him laying down and his face was turned off to the right, that was perfect because his eye, like, he had the makeup on, but with his eye being closed, that was like death.
Yo, to quote Sick, who was in the chat, Darby Allin has, like, the ghost of Darby Allin exists again. Like, it was just, yowza.
I want to say like that. That was like almost a modified. Now that I think about it, because I said earlier that was like a modified Falcon Arrow. Mm-hmm. I want to say that was probably more so a modified Michinoku driver.
Yeah, like a Death Valley Michinoku driver off the second rope. It was crazy. Cage hits it, gets the win. Now, afterwards, there's a little bit of a beatdown because Taz was sick of being disrespected by people. Arn got thrown out with the Waffle House menu, and Taz is the issue in the beatdown. And then Will Hobbs comes out with the steel chair, ready to wreck house. He's like, hey, everybody get out of here. Will Hobbs makes the save once again, and this time he holds up the FTW Championship, and he looks at it, and then boom! Will Hobbs hits Cody in the head with the title. Will Hobbs has joined Team Taz. You son of a bitch, Will Hobbs. Dirty bastard. Shout out to Rob. Inside joke about JR yelling at that. Will Hobbs joins Team Taz, though.
It was very unexpected. I do want a little bit more explanation, though.
For why? I think we'll get that next week.
Yeah, because just seeing the heel turn, I need to know why he turned heel, because they didn't have any interactions where it should have been like, all right, you know what, you're starting to piss me off.
Yo, I think him and Cage, or even him and Ricky Starks, could be a great tag team too.
Yes.
For the tag division. Sean Harrington brings up 2 great points. How much money does JR get paid additionally for pushing that hard for the picture-in-picture? Probably a nice fat check. I think him and Tony just love going to segments like kicking it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how close can you get before it happens?
Hey, let's go picture-in-picture.
I'm glad Cage is finally sporting the orange. He also said for Team Taz, Starks needs to get on board. I think they should all start rocking the orange.
Oh, yeah.
Orange and black, bro.
Orange and black,
and then flip it either way. This was fun, man. So, chat, what did you think of AEW Dynamite, man? Give me what you guys thought below. Derek, thumbs up show for you?
Thumbs up.
I'm not mad at this at all. I thought this was a fun show tonight, once again.
Yeah, it wasn't, knock me out of my boots, but it was still a good show.
Oh, Shabazz said no more tag teams, please. Best tag division, though, bro. Because eventually, these guys all can't be competing for the TNT championship, and you're in the same stable.
Right.
There's going to be problems. And I think Cage, out of all of them, is the biggest person that could main event.
Right now, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you keep Will Hobbs in that division. I don't know. You have to figure out what you want to do with these 3, though. You can't just have groups and then not know what you want to do with them.
As long as we stay away from the 6-man tag matches, I'm good.
See, this man doesn't like 6-man tags. Let's see here. Sean Harrington said Hobbs joining was kind of right kind of predictability. I was happy. I have called for weeks now, seeing him come out week after week and never once actually touching the Team Taz members. Good point. Let's see here. Finally, Will Hobbs joins Team Taz. Just leave it. Where are we going here? Hey, Zeus said, great show, 9 out of 10. Overall show was great as clean shaved balls for using Manscaped. Mm-mm. Nice plug. AEW need another big man to help Darby and Cody for Team Taz. Maybe Lance Archer? Turn him babyface? There's a lot of different things here. What about an intercontinental level belt? I think that's what the TNT Championship's supposed to be for them, though.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to... You don't want to have too many titles, because then it doesn't mean anything.
No, because you already got the heavyweight title, you got the TNT title, then you got the tag titles, and then you got the women's title.
And technically, the FTW is not a featured belt. It's
right.
It's unrecognized.
So, together, you have... Altogether, you have about 5 titles.
Sean Harrington says he thinks Trios titles are coming.
I don't want to see that.
Do you think Team Taz is going to be like Evolution? No, sir. I do not think they're going to be like Evolution. I think they're their own thing. The TNT title feels more like a TV title from WCW. I can see why you would say that, but I think that this championship is supposed to be their secondary, though.
Yeah.
I know Cody said there's no secondary belts. This is their, like, you're the number 2 or you're the future right now.
Right, yeah.
And Cody's kind of the one leading the charge around it. Lance Archer, babyface? Nah. He wants Moxley, but I don't know when they're going to have Moxley join them. It brings up a good question. That's something to think about as we head into next week, guys. This is it, though, for our Dynamite review. Like I said, if you guys didn't hear it before in the very beginning here, I don't know if there's going to be a Survivor Series review. Like I said, I got some personal issues going on behind the scenes with a family member who's sick. So for right now, for the next few months, could be a year, 2 years, who knows? The videos are going to be kind of random. I can't promise you that they're going to happen. You may see something say that I'm going to go live and then I don't. So just bear with me. I promise I'm going to be on here at least on the weekdays to do these videos. Try and do my best. Try and provide you coverage with the video game stuff from Virtual Basement, AEW Games. I'm trying to do my best to provide something for you guys. I do have a video for you guys for Thanksgiving. It's been one that I worked on for a little bit. I think you guys will like it. It's kind of a concept video of something that I had to do for months. This is something that I was working on. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I would love to hear your feedback on it. And don't forget, guys, leave a like. Leave me something in the comment section below. For myself, Derek, we are out. Thank you guys so much for joining Everything Pro Wrestling tonight. And thank you for supporting Everything Pro Wrestling each and every week. You guys don't know how much it means to me, especially during these difficult times for me. So all of your support, greatly appreciated. Push this out to a friend who loves wrestling. We're out. Peace.
What's going on, everything pro wrestling listeners? This is Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast. The Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast covers interviews from your favorite independent wrestling stars, along with some current AEW, Impact, and former WWE stars. We also cover some of your favorite classic pay-per-views from WWE, WCW, ECW, and Impact Wrestling. We also cover some current reviews on all AEW, WWE, and NXT pay-per-view events. Come check us out on all your favorite audio podcast platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. Follow us on our Facebook and Instagram pages over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot, and follow me on Twitter at Carter Inc. That's CARDERINC. All right, let's get back to Conrad and everything pro wrestling.
What's going on, EPW Nation? It's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast, Josh and Peyton, here to remind you all that college basketball season is right around the corner. Yes, we finally know it's right around the corner. And Peyton, there's only one place people should go for all the college basketball excitement.
Well, Josh, the only place to find all college basketball hoops all the time is Everything College Basketball. Everything College Basketball can be listened to on several podcast hosting sites like Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And we can also be found on our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Everything College Basketball.
Yes, make sure you are joining the group with a couple other 100 people and growing by the day as we march into year number 3 of the Everything College Basketball networking system. Now, let's get back to Conrad and everything pro wrestling.
Are you looking for the newest and hottest in the world of pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 6,000 hours of the best events from over 150 of your favorite promotions from 20 different countries around the globe. Brands like Progress Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling, Combat Zone, Defy, PCW Ultra, PWX, Over the Top, Shine, and hundreds of others with fresh content added every day for only $5.99 per month. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.